without any further ado, just drove in from DC. Please welcome Chris Matthews and Heather May.
I've traveled all across this land, up the Gold Coast and back home again. Found common ground around every bend, and far fewer strangers than I've found friends. A little princess drawing at breakfast with wonder in her eyes. An immigrant on the phone with her abuela saying goodbye. Planes and trains and buses too. No us and them, just me and you. And every person's like a book with a story yet to tell. A hidden gem buried deep within the depths of their well. Hello, how's it going? How's your journey been so far? It's nice to meet you, nice to meet you, exactly where you are. I've been from sea to shining sea, from Mendocino to Carolina Beach. And what I found town after town is folks getting right back up when life knocks them down. A sweet widow from Ohio who still sings with every track. A rambling man with his whole life packed up on his tired back. Planes and trains and buses too. No us and them, just me and you. And every person's like a book with a story yet to tell. A hidden gem buried deep within the depths of their well. Hello, how's it going? How's your journey been so far? It's nice to meet you, nice to meet you, exactly where you are. As I've journeyed far and wide, I've tried to reach out across the great divide, across those knowns and those unknowns that keep us in opposing corners so alone. This or that, insert whatever social construct that you like. I hope all our better angels take the wheel for a while. Planes and trains and buses too. No us and them, just me and you. Just me and you. Just me and you, yeah. Just me and you, yeah. And every person's like a book with a story yet to tell. A hidden gem buried deep within the depths of their well. Hello, how's it going? How's your journey been so far? It's nice to meet you, nice to meet you, exactly, exactly, exactly where you are. So much, everybody.
Can I just get a little bit more of my voice up here? Just turn those highs up just a hair. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks so much for making us feel so at home in Brooklyn.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we played in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Brooklyn before?
I don't think so.
This is your first time playing in Brooklyn. Give it up.
I think so.
I used to live in New York City, so I feel like I'm allowed to shout at my partner. Give it up.
All the boroughs.
Yeah. We had to look at a map today to remember which one was Bronx, which one was Brooklyn.
That's exactly right. That first song is called Exactly Where You Are, and I wrote that after my very first train ride in the United States, which thankfully was before a pandemic set in. And all the amazing people that I met on that journey just really inspired that song, because it's so true. There's so much more that unites us. It's always true when we take the time to get to know each other. This next one we're going to do for you is the title track for my newest album that came out in March. This is called Changemakers, and it feels really good to get to sing this one in New York. The place where we're staying, we looked out the window when we got settled there, and across the way we could see the Statue of Liberty just ever so beautifully. Yeah.
Just a hair more guitar, just a hair more.
Sitting alone in this hotel room, TV on, tuned into the news. It's another day here in paradise. Mass shootings, deportations, wildfires. Meanwhile, Mr. Make America Great is busy tweeting his worst and spreading more hate. While some of us are so poor they can't afford shoes on their feet, while some other sweet baby starves to death in their sleep. Can you see us? We are dreamers. Can you feel us? We are believers. We are more than keyboard warriors. We are the change makers. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Somewhere in 100 no-name towns are a million lives being turned upside down. And you know this is the only home those kids have ever known. Refugees from wars and regimes being overthrown. Meanwhile, too many of these United States ignore the words Lady Liberty spake. Doors being kicked down in the dead of the night. No more sanctuary cities. How's that for religious right? Can you see us? We are dreamers. Can you feel us? We are believers. We are more than keyboard warriors. We are the change makers. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And if there's anyone out there who questions what America at its very best will feel like now, remember 66 million united in love, steadfastly indivisible across countless cities and towns. Oh, the bluest wave crashing from shore to shore. And all those hate has no home here. Signs on all those doors. We know who we are like we know how to breathe. Won't you sing it with me? Sing it with me, please. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Give me the wretched refuse of your teeming shores and these the homeless, the tempest tossed to me. Come on, New York, sing it. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Give me the wretched refuse of your teeming shores and these the homeless, the tempest tossed to me. Oh, can you see us? We are dreamers. Can you feel us? We are believers. And we are more than keyboard warriors. We are the change makers. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Well, thank you so very much. I think we would be remiss being in New York at this particular time and not acknowledging the 20-year anniversary of September 11th. The song that we're going to do for you now is also on Changemakers. This song was written for kind of all of those people who so selflessly kind of dove right in the forefront of this pandemic and did what needed to be done to try to keep so many of us safe, the frontline workers, all of those people. And that's a thing that we know very well. That's a thing that we saw on display so well on that fateful day in September. And so I want to dedicate that song tonight to New York. This is called Selfless. Measure years in terms of seasons, how much darkness each day brings. And this year has been a hard one. It's felt like winter since last spring. But it's on the darkest nights that the stars that guide us shine. And in life, that's when you find out who will lay it all on the line. He was a doctor, son and father, a lover and a friend. And his job was like his calling, not a clock punch to pay the rent. He treated every patient like he would his mom, his kids. And when his lover asked, was he scared, he said, baby, I was born for this. Well, selfless is as selfless does. So give it all just because. And in times like these, when the sorrows falling like the leaves, when the storm is more than the storm, heroes come in many forms. She couldn't see behind his mask, just the kindness in his eyes. And before she even asked, he said she was gonna be alright. 'Cause it's on the darkest nights that the stars that guide us shine. And in life, that's when you find out who will lay it all on the line. While he was right, she didn't recover. And one day when she was home, she saw an obit in the paper, and those kind eyes she'd come to know. She never got the chance to thank him, but she knew he saved her life. And with tears running down her face, she said there is no greater sacrifice. Well, selfless is as selfless does. So give it all just because. And in times like these, when the sorrows falling like the leaves, when the storm is more than the storm, heroes come in many forms. Not all heroes wear capes or costumes. Not the person teaching your kids, not the nurse sitting in your mom's room, not the frontline worker taking so many risks. But selfless is as selfless does. Some give it all just because. And in times like these, when the sorrows falling like the leaves, when the storm is more than the storm, heroes come. Heroes come in many forms.
so much.
Thanks so much, everybody. Well, I think we ought to sing a little love song after that.
Which one are you gonna do? Who's it about?
It's about Jam Bell.
It's about Jam Bell. That's right. It's about Jam Bell and Chris Matthews standing in an Oklahoma sunset field. That's right.
There you go. So obviously, this is Heather, who has a mild Aries streak. Amidst all of that Pisces, there's a little bit of Aries in there. I know it well because I'm full Aries.
Full on. Full on. You know what? We tell audiences all over the country that this very handsome, dapper-looking butch over here is an Aries, and some audiences are like, oh. But in New York, there were people who were like,
Oh, yeah, thoughts and prayers.
I'm a Pisces. Where are the Pisces at? Not a single person. All right, I see you.
Don't say it.
Or they just do not want to admit it, which also very Piscean of you. Are there any Aries in the room?
We're always like,
Oh, see, every time you ask if an Aries in the room, they're like,
we're so proud. So proud.
I got an Aries moon, which is why there's a whole lot of water, but a little bit of fire.
She can hold it down. She can hold her own. She has to be able to. I'm a handful.
This is a new song that you wrote. We happen to be at
Woody Guthrie Festival. Yeah, sitting at Woody Guthrie Festival. It takes place in Okemah, Oklahoma. Woody's hometown. There's nothing there but this festival.
And a day's in where we
That's it.
slept.
Oh
That was
man,
it.
don't stay there.
Don't do it.
Don't stay there. But yeah, we were sitting there in the field, and I just happened to look behind me, and it was just so stunning. And I thought I should score some points with my girlfriend. So this is called Oklahoma Sunset. Mid-July, Friday night, side by side, your hand in mine, just carrying on like we do. But I couldn't take my eyes off of you. She's beautiful. Oh, if I'm watching the night, if I do or don't say, even when the storm is rolling, it doesn't stop her light from shining. She's an Oklahoma sunset on a summer night. Stop dead in my tracks just to bask in her light. Oh, she keeps me breathless. Her glory is endless. I hope her light never fades. She's how I wanna end every day. When I come home from a long day, the sight of her takes it all away. Just sitting on the back porch, taking her in, is enough to ease all my worrying. She's got a warmth about her that soothes me, a glow all around her that moves me. Even when the storm is rolling in, it doesn't stop her light from shining. She's an Oklahoma sunset on a summer night. Stop dead in my tracks just to bask in her light. Oh, she keeps me breathless. Her glory is endless. I hope her light never fades. Well, she's how I wanna end every day. She's cool like the twilight, blue in the sky until the pink hits her cheeks on those red hot nights. But my favorite part is her golden heart. She's an Oklahoma sunset on a summer night. Stop dead in my tracks just to bask in her light. Oh, she keeps me breathless. Her glory is endless. I hope her light never fades. wanna end every day. I wanna end every day this way. Thanks so much. I think that's the least you could do.
Oh, wow. Did y'all hear that Aries comment?
I'm totally kidding. This is such a beautiful song. I was hoping that you would want to sing this.
Yeah, can we sing that one?
Yeah. So we're going to be playing tomorrow and the next day as well. I'll have to say it that way because it's a pandemic, so I'm not exactly sure what day this is.
I don't even know
tomorrow
what
and the one
day.
after that.
Yeah, it's
But
that week.
so you'll be able to actually hear
Yeah.
more of Heather's songs. But I'm so excited. This is such a beautiful song. You want to
This
tell them a little bit about it?
Yeah, this song is called "Be Not Afraid," and I wrote it after we are what we like to call LGBTQ, which is
LGBTQ.
LGBTQ.
But fancy. Our community has suffered a lot. We deserve
fancy.
We deserve it.
We
that
deserve
fancy.
it.
Say it with us.
LGBTQ. That's right. Take it. And so in the LGBTQ, we also are part of the plus at the end of the LGBTQ. We are polyamorous, so that polygamous song actually hit.
We're like, oh, I know a little something
A
about
little
that.
something about that. And this very handsome dapper butch actually sang my married partner down the aisle. And I got married on a hilltop in Asheville, North Carolina. I wore a pink dress. Nobody is surprised by that. We had donuts at our reception. What else do we have? We had bluegrass and 90s hip hop. It was
They're millennials. I'm a little older than them.
yeah,
They're
just
millennials.
it was a good time. And so then we got home from the wedding and we received a letter that said, "Your marriage is wrong," from somebody that attended the wedding.
Oh.
I know. As we like to say, the shade of it all. Just the absolute shade. And so, I had written the song for a short film. And it was for two young girls who had gone out and had their first kiss. They snuck out of the house, got froyo, queer stuff. And then had their first kiss, but I hadn't finished the bridge. Well, I got that letter, and I knew what was going in that bridge. This song is called "Be Not Afraid" because that's what my goddess. We're church kids. This is a PK right here, is short for a preacher's kid here, and from the South. Let's just add that little tidbit in there. And so we grew up knowing that our goddess made no mistakes on us. She made us exactly in her eyes. She knew as she made us exactly the way that she designed us to be, as queer and as lesbian and as butch and as femme and as polyamorous as she wanted us to be. She made no mistakes. So she told me, "Be not afraid." So I took the words in that letter and I made them and reminded them to not be afraid. This song is.
That's right.
I can feel you, but I can't stop you, and I don't want to, so I don't. They can't see us. They can't stop us, and even if they could, we keep on going, going, going. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of them.
Never thought I'd get this close. Ooh, never let myself hold. And I turn on the lights, oh, and I pull back the shades. Oh, let them find eyes, let them find eyes, 'cause I'm not ashamed, ashamed, ashamed. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of them. Ooh, I'm not scared of what they'll say, 'cause holding you is worth the pain of what's coming. Oh, 'cause it's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. No, it's not wrong. No, it's not wrong. Our love's 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 not wrong. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared of what they'll say, 'cause holding you is worth the pain of what's coming. Baby, baby, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
That's why we like to say, just remember,
Don't mess with us. I mean, we write songs. Like, we will totally put you on
we
blast.
will Adele you.
Do it.
Friends,
Make good choices.
barista, I'm just saying, anybody.
That's right.
Careful.
That's right.
Yeah, on that note,
On that note,
I'm going to throw an audible.
Oh goodness.
She's going to be mad about it. It's
oh, I
okay.
love this song.
You
I
know
like
what?
to see, because you know what? At the end of the day, she is so butch, you
That's
know?
it.
But at the end of the day, she really is a
First
Southern
and
black
foremost,
woman.
that's it. It doesn't matter. It
No
doesn't
one
matter how
throws-
butch you are.
No one throws shade.
Nobody throws shade better than a Southern black woman. This song was called The Truth Is. The working title used to be A Love Letter from a Divorcee. Why are the people who don't pay your bills always the first ones who wanna tell you how it is they feel about your struggles and your problems, how it is they think they solve them, when the truth is that this weight bearing down on you would break them in two. Why do the people who say they're your friends turn out to be the farthest from it in the end? With all their judgment, all their demons, all the gossiping and scheming. But the truth is that those fair weather kind of friends, well, they get theirs in the end. No, you can't walk a mile in my shoes until you have to choose between a rock and a hard place, between saving your own life and somebody saving the face. Why are the people who don't know your life always the ones who fill it up with so much drive, when all they see is what you let them? They'll believe what their eyes tell them, and the truth won't stand a chance against the fairy tale. Oh, I learned that lesson well. Why are the wrong. So quick to lay the blame on you and move on, when only God and I know all the things that took their toll. And the truth is that sometimes things just run their course, like this friendship of yours. No, you can't walk a mile in my shoes until you had to choose between a rock and a hard place, between saving your own life and somebody save me, please. Don't tell me where I'm going if you don't know where it is I've been, and don't just choose a side before you even hurt mine. If you ever want to know who your friends truly are, take a good look at who's around when everything is crashing down. Why are the people who don't pay your bills always the first ones who wanna tell you how it is they feel? Why are the people who don't know your life always the ones who fill it up with so much strife?
Yeah.
I'm as femme as they come. You know, I cannot help it. She might be my girlfriend, but I can't help it be like at the end of that song.
You know, sometimes people just
Just.
are doing the most, you know, just doing the most.
Which one are you gonna do? We got a couple more.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I didn't want to keep everybody.
Can we?
I'm
Two
just
more?
going
Is
to keep her.
that good?
Yeah,
It's like we're just here. Y'all just keep going.
I'm gonna have to be careful. I have 9 albums, so like literally I could keep you here all night. I think we'll just do bourbon and sugar. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Little love and hope. We're gonna send you all out with a little love and hope. This first one is a song for the
Brooklyn
bipolar
was
girls.
pro that. Brooklyn was
Brooklyn's
like.
pro love and hope. Just love and hope here for that. This song is called Bourbon and Sugar. Look at that. I want that out first. Stick it together. There we go. My girlfriend has bipolar disorder, and we work all the time to try to destigmatize mental illness and people struggling with various facets of mental health and mental illness. And so I felt like we needed a little love song for the bipolar girls specifically. Because there are a lot of bipolar girls. So
There
it's
really
like
are.
1 in 4 people are struggling with
And
mental
by the
illness.
way, that usually is what happens after she says that, or I say on stage, I got bipolar disorder too. It's like,
Yeah.
our crickets are getting really good.
We had a whole pandemic to practice our crickets.
Just in the living
That's what we
room,
were
just-
doing. We were
just-
doing live streams and practicing our crickets.
But you know, 1 in 4 Americans, 1 in 4,
Yeah.
struggle with mental illness.
Is it appropriate to scream out "Free Britney" at this point?
Isn't she free? Didn't she already make it happen? Like,
Did she
wasn't
do
he
it? I
like,
feel like that
the
was-
dad was like, I've been put on blast. I've got to
We'll
get
talk about
out
it
of
in
here.
verse table.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the verse table.
We'll talk about it in the verse table. But yes, I think she's free now.
Free Britney. 1 in 4 Americans struggle with mental illness. If you, Brooklyn, like literally, if you look around this
Even
room
in this
right
intimate
now,
space.
that's a lot of crazy people. So we're gonna help you talk about it a
That's
little
it.
bit.
She likes my kisses with her coffee in the morning. She puts my hands wherever it is that she wants them. And she talks to me like it matters what I think. When I'm tense, she holds me till my shoulders sink. God help anyone who ever tries to do me in. She's my ride or die when the rubber hits the pavement. She's bourbon and sugar mixed precisely. Part Athena, part Aphrodite. She's not afraid of anything but ghosts. She knows every crack in my wall, every hole. And I wanna know every corner of her soul. What makes her run so high? What turns turns her cold. Makes me feel like I'm a king up in her queendom. She doesn't throw around I love yous unless she means them. When I see myself as a reflection in her eyes, I know we're meant to walk this world side by side. Don't know what I did right to deserve a love like this. Whatever it is, Lord, I hope I keep on doing it. She's bourbon and sugar mixed precisely. Part Athena, part Aphrodite. She's not afraid of anything that goes. She knows every crack in my wall, every hole. And I wanna know every corner of her soul. What makes her run so high? What turns her cold? Till it's time to burn it down. She can beat up angry seas on your higher ground. She's a good girl with a bad side. She's honey and spice. A lover who knows how to fight the good fight. She's not afraid of anything but ghosts. She knows every crack in my wall, every hole. And I wanna know every corner of her soul. What makes her run so high? I wanna know what makes her run so high. What turns her cold? What turns her cold?
Tote bag and a t-shirt any other time, but this is a magic night to get this. And I'm just going to let them do the one more song again. You can catch them in the Archway tomorrow. Is it 6:30?
We don't know.
We're not sure. We're going to go off of the emails that you sent us. Don't worry, we'll be there.
Later.
We'll be there.
But it's in our Instagram
I do the
stories.
website and everything, but it's somewhere in the early evening. And then also in the Brooklyn Bridge Park. So go to the Brooklyn Americana Music Festival website and the Facebook page, and there are actually everything that is there very clearly. We actually have 50 artists this year, thanks to the Brooklyn Arts Council giving us some grants and 6 Point Brewery sponsoring. So we're paying everyone the very best that we can and looking after them in terms of food and lodging and things like that. And I actually personally want to thank Dorina from Jalopy.
Thank you so much, Jen. Give it up for M. Shanghai and Emerald Ray and Jen. Wow, thank you so much. What an incredible night.
Americana Music Festival team, please give it up, keep it going. The sound. Thank you so much,
Pete.
Jen.
So we're going to leave you all with hope, as promised. I mean, hopefully you had a little before, but definitely this. This is called Hope Revolution, and Heather and I live in D.C., and you know, the day that the election, this most recent election, presidential election, was officially called was a pretty incredible day. We've been down to the White House many a time. You know, we're social justice songwriters. Those past 4 years, it felt like I had a little tent just camped out just down there all the time. So many shenanigans, left and right. But on this particular day, it was such a beautiful day to live in that city. That drive we've made so many times, it looked so different. There were so many American flags out where there had not been any before. Because it was almost like people felt like those colors meant what they were supposed to mean once again, or at least had a better shot at it. And I was just so inspired and so moved. And so this song was started in the back of our Uber car on the way over there. This is called Hope Revolution. I've seen so many flags flying high, some were rainbow for pride, some were for saving black lives, and some were almost to the war, long lost the last time, hate trying to rise. But I haven't seen the red, white, and blue for a while. I've seen so many flags flying high, some were red, black, and green, for celebrating Juneteenth. Some were signs of respect to the few proud and brave who keep us free. But I haven't seen the red, white, and blue lately. This country of mine hasn't felt much like itself. It's no wonder so many put old glory on the shelf, until the promise of her colors was back within our reach. Then that star-spangled banner, she was lighting every street. It was a hope revolution. We the people and the future of our choosing. It was a love revelation. Justice for all, indivisible, one nation. These 4 years didn't feel like the last, the worst parts of our past. It's like they brought them all back. Babies caged, borders closed, our democracy under attack. Never thought I'd see the red, white, and blue do that. Oh, this country of mine hasn't felt much like itself. There's no wonder so many put old glory on the shelf, until the promise of her colors was back within our reach. And that star-spangled banner, she was lighting every street. It was a hope revolution. We the people and the future of our choosing. It was a love revelation. Justice for all, indivisible, one nation, one nation. Oh, those colors aren't just pretty, they're pretty much who we are. Perseverance and justice, vigilance and valor. That's why we were dancing, not marching, as those dark clouds scattered. There was glass everywhere from all the ceilings being shattered. It was the first time in a long time that it felt like it mattered what those colors stood for and who those colors were for. It was a hope revolution. We the people and the future of our choosing. It was a love revelation. Oh, justice for all, justice for all, indivisible, one nation, one nation. I've seen so many flags flying high. Hope the red, white, and blue stays a while.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Heather May and Chris Matthews. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.